So check it out. So here is the new camera. It's pretty damn flash. Sony ZV-1, even comes with the old dead cat on it. I got this case for it. It's like 10 bucks off Amazon. Got a protector thing on the screen. Yeah, got this Yalanzi holder tripod majiggy. Anyway, it's too freaking good to bring in the shed for now, so we're gonna keep using Old Faithful for the second. Yeah, I don't know. While I'm putting the engine together, it's a little bit. I'm being a dick, but anyway, we're sticking with Old Faithful. Sorry, guys. Sup, guys? So we're back. Clearly, you can see the engine is back in the Sony. I did start a little bit of the fabrication. Please excuse the welding. I'm still learning. Anyway, I had the crumpled bit that held the headlights. So I'm going to piss these off and get something I can actually see with. So yeah, literally just copied that and just kept using the old flapper disc until it was similar to the same shape as what come off, and then just, yeah, buzzed it on. It's kind of flimsy, kind of not. It's only just, yeah, real thin steel anyway. So now I'm going to try and fit this intercooler. So old Vinny Fab, if you guys didn't see the episode where he sent me over a box of goodies, this is his intercooler that he makes, his end tanks, and he also has his own, I can't remember what they're called. They're freaking, what are they called? They're like, instead of using T-bolt clamps and all that crap, you can use these things. I got them on the Beamer, but these are his own Vinny Fab ones. So I'll explain exactly how they work, but you'll never have an intercooler pipe pop off ever again. They're freaking genius. This thing is actually quite wide. Like, it's a standard 600 size center, but with the end tanks and then these welded on, it actually sticks out quite a fair way. So the old one obviously went in here. I'm gonna have to chop these out, so that's what I'll do first. Just buzz that off, leave the little bit hanging out here because I might try and sort of make a new bend, so I've got plenty of clearance there. We'll see, but chop that off first. I have to reposition these. I might leave them in there, and then I'll just add another bit sort of in further, center it up, or even if it is, this will sound real dodgy, a little bit off center to suit how the piping is going to work. I used to run alley piping. I got this made by Cam at Solid Engineering years and years and years ago. But with the old T-bolt clamps, you can see it made them out around. I was pretty green to how this all works and just completely screwed them. So they had to come off. And I'm gonna use some of this from the turbo. So I don't know if I weld this to the turbo and then create some sort of 2.5 to 3 inch here. I don't know. We'll look into that. I've got some leftovers from the RBM3. These are 3.5 inch. So I've got to try and work my magic on the intake. See, I've got the gigantic frickin' 90mm throttle body. I really wanted to go electric throttle. Most of you guys would know that. But PowerTune haven't got an adapter sorted. I don't want to make a custom one because I know you guys are gonna you're gonna want to put electric throttle on your Greddy manifold, and I'd rather, before I do it, have the items ready for sale so we can just pump them out and you guys can enjoy electronic throttle along with me. So if you guys gotta wait, I'm waiting. Went to Sleeker Spares after work just then. Got myself a donut. Now this is a 3 inch donut. Love donuts. A 180, not quite a donut. A 90 and another 90. Now they come with pretty decent long straights, so Yeah, I hit Dave up today and I'm like, hey man, I think I need like 7 90-degree bends, a 180 bend, a straight, and all this stuff. And yeah, I went down there, seeing the sheer size of them. I'm like, man, I can get away with just a couple of these and a donut. Love me donuts. And I get a heap of stainless as well from just local joints, but they don't have any like flexi bends like this, because everything around here is nothing like what I need. So stainless is pretty easy to get, but when it comes to exhaust stuff like this, it's, yeah, I just go to Sleeker Specs. It's simple. It's a little bit of a drive, but they've got everything all the time. I didn't even tell them I needed this. You go there, it's in stock, ready to go. And I'm not sponsored by them. Like, I just want you guys to understand that it's a good shop, and if you need anything, I've always got it. I even run in the Scotty Miller there. Bloody good egg. So yeah, all us drifters are always shopping there. It's good. So let's get stuck into it. This obviously means I'm going to be doing the exhaust too. You guys know that. We're going to do something cool there. Because we can, and we have time. So yeah, I got all this. It actually doesn't look like much, but I'm almost certain I can make this work. But first thing we're going to do is try and fit this sucker. Let's get into it. Leave it on grinding, you dickhead. You can tell I'm an amateur. So I just wire wheeled it back. This one's actually not that bad. It's probably, I don't know, you welding experts out there will know better, but I think I got that a little bit too hot and it melted through. This side I was a bit on the piss with my hands. Didn't really melt the left side, like this side, enough, I don't think. But I mean, hey, it's gonna hold. You ignore that big blowout hole, that's where the old intercooler used to sit. I'm moving this one a bit further forward, so it doesn't sit against this and rub away. And it's obviously thicker too, so just making that in the middle. Might not look it, but it is. So I've tacked the other one on. I'll give this one a crack now. And I'll use lower amp, see how we go. Yeah, so look, let's just say that they didn't go much better. Now I know I should weld like the whole way around, but this is strong enough. And once I grind them back, they'll look like that. And like when I say grind them back, I mean wire wheel them. I'm not like grinding them back. So I didn't prepare them very well at all. Like they're still paint and they're blowing out and yeah, so lesson there is clean the surfaces up and then you'll be able to weld, no worries. I'm assuming. All new to this. Jesus. Oh, let's mount this sucker. Right, so it's the following day. And I was freehand cutting everything. And I am clearly, I don't know if it's normal that people freehand cut this stuff. like just use a bit of emery tape, mark it, freehand cut it. I was even down to using a hacksaw and trying to get it. And I just thought, what am I doing? So went down the street and got myself a freaking freaking thing that's gonna cut it, angle it, and do it. It's $200. Just freaking. Anyway, let's unpack it, get it on the bench here, and instead of doing cuts freehand, little pie cut things, I can get them right and get this freaking piping done. Instructions. No one needs them. Hey! Then you got your Bojangles, angles, and then this thing just goes. Hell yeah! Okay, so straight out of the box, it comes with a cutting blade, and it just cuts all sorts of metals. It says. Now you could probably cut alley with it. Just hit it with a bit of candle wax so it doesn't clog up. Maybe, I don't know. Shouldn't cross-contaminate. So if I'm going to cut steel or stainless with this one, don't use it for alley after that. Well, that was a stitch up. The dude at the shop that sold me this, told me it would fit. It's different freaking bore size in the center there. So anyway, looks like we're going to use this one. And I'll just chuck some bloody candle wax on it or whatever and hope that it cuts through. Let's give it a crack. Alright, so quick update. This thing has been an epic fail because I even went to another shop today to try and get a freaking alley cutting wheel. Can't get one. Like it's cutting them with the candle wax, like it's doing it alright, but it's taking a lot of material out. So I'm gonna hopefully get one tomorrow. I don't know where from, but yeah, is what it is. I've made quite a lot of bits and pieces. I have made up the section from the throttle body down to this side of the cooler. It's a bit of this, that one there, and then I think it's this one. No, I did mark it. It's over there. It'll work. It will work. The flow design's probably not, bang on, but is what it is. I need some advice, guys. Obviously, by the time you get this video, I've probably already gone ahead and welded the majority of everything. But I just did a couple of test runs. Now, I don't know what the black crap is on the outside of the brown stuff, but yeah, it's doing it. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if it's because of the surface I'm on or not enough gas. But the first tack I tried to do, it just blew a heap of black crap. I don't know if it's because the tungsten I used was the same one I used on the stainless. I'm guessing that might be it because it cleaned up. I tried to do another tack and another one, and then it got better. I'm like, oh, I'll just flip it and just run a quick weld through. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna seal. It's gonna work. There's no crap really coming through. Yeah, look at this one. There's nothing coming through the other side, so it's gonna seal it. No worries. I just when it gets to this bit, I can't really stuff up. So I'll do a few test runs on some scrap. Not that I really have much scrap here, and then yeah, just go full steam into it, I think. Anyway, I gotta go help a family member, so I'll be back tomorrow. I really did not achieve anything today. Sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow. Sup guys, so it's the next day, and I have done my first ever alley weld. Any normal person would have done their first one in a location that you couldn't actually see, but this will be the one weld that you can see, literally, as soon as you open the engine bay. I don't know why I did it. Anyway, it's where I'm starting. And there it is. It's definitely not pretty. It changes a lot. over the whole course of the weld, which sucks, but you know, I'm learning, so it is what it is. Obviously clean it up. At the start you can see, like when the material isn't cooking, it beads up pretty high and was sort of going well, but then as the material was getting hot, like both pieces, yeah, you could see it was starting to really melt into the pipe. So nothing really come through. A couple things did, but yeah, it didn't look like cauliflower or anything. So I mean, hey, it's not pretty, but it's gonna work, so that's the main thing. And yeah, I should have had it more stable because it was arcing out on the bench. So I'm gonna have to clean them up. And yeah, not too bad. Rightio, weld number 2. Clearly that one there is not by me. That's because of the, when you buy a donut, it already has that pre-welded in it. So yeah, that's definitely not me welding that. So yeah, that's the second one. I'm way down on amps now. I'm on 62. I started on like 90. So yeah, I mean, it's creating a bit more of a bubble on top, but it's definitely not creating any cauliflower. Like, I just want it to seal. I'm not overly fussed on how pretty it looks, but yeah, after I scotch brighted the top one, it actually turned out okay. So yeah, we'll get this bit on. Then I'm pretty sure I've got to weld that bit on to there, and then I've got to start making like a full-blown frickin' dog weld around the dog weld. They're all dog welds. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not using these as gloves. They're inside these big johnnies. So yeah, it's frickin' hot. Can't believe how much heat this shit frickin' sucks in. But anyway, we're getting there. It's gonna be all frickin' day. I've got the first section done. It's yeah, you guys are gonna have to go easy on me in the comments. I'm a beginner to all this, and yeah, I'm just doing what I can. But look, it comes up heaps good when you scotch bright it. Heaps good as in good enough. Good enough. It's gonna be the caption to this frickin' video. It's good enough. Now I have to do the dog leg. I don't know why I'm calling it a dog leg, but literally this bit here has to go onto there, and there's a bit of junk in the way down here, so it's going to have to angle down sort of first and then shoot back up towards there. I'm sure if I was good at math or something else, angles, whatever, I'd be able to figure it out. So I'm going to use this bit, obviously. Yeah, neaten it up a lot. There's a big step there, and I'll use that in between the bottom bit and this bit, and hopefully it's, you know, spot on. The only downfall to these style clamps is you can't, like, if the engine comes in and out and it's in a different angle, it stuffs these up heaps. So they got a little bit of play, but not heaps. So yeah, and I need another one as well for the turbo side, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, if I'm going to do 2.5 or 3, because it comes out of the turbo 2.5 and then obviously into the intercooler at 3. We'll see. I'll have a 2.5 bit already done. Anyway, I just want to get one side done first. Well, that was a massive day, and this is pretty much all I achieved. I got the flange on the throttle body. Ah, man. I did, however, get this achieved. I've got one last weld to do on this one, but it still doesn't meet up. That doesn't meet up perfectly with that one. And it's absolutely doing my head in. I've got no excuses, really. I'm just really crap at getting angles right, and this is so close. I reckon the slack in the clamps will be good enough, but I want it flush. So I literally been untacking it, like using this to frickin' get the right angle, and then weld it back together. I don't know, using a lot of gas. I'm so stuffed. Jesus. This is harder than driving. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. What's up, guys? We're back. I just noticed that I have never like filmed a weld. So like, you know, sat the thing up on the bench and got you guys to watch me weld. But anyway, we'll do that on the other side. So this side's done. I actually did, actually no, it's not done. That is a flat out lie. So I welded in the last bit. I mean, you look up close and it's disgusting, eh? Like it's all, I probably could run back over them again and make them pretty, but this is my first time welding alley ever. So I'm not gonna hide it. I'm gonna own it. I'm still happy with that one, but anyway. So I need to weld in a bung for the air temp sensor, and I also need the idle control pipe welded in. But just so you know, this one turned out way better than I thought it was going, because I was like lining it up, I'm like, angles are wrong. But anyway, that there is smack on. Oh, hang on. This is so weird, you gotta get it both right. Right there, buddy. Right there. Smack on, smack on. It's freaking bonza. So rad. So anyway, what I'll do now is I'll actually put the clamps on it, and then I'll mark exactly where I want the air temp sensor. I'm actually going to Google it, because I think you got to put the air temp sensor on like the inside if it's sweeping. Maybe not. Maybe you can put it anyway. But I feel like you're meant to put it on one of the sides. Could be completely wrong there. I think it's just you got to make sure that this idle control thing is past the throttle body. I know that much. Anyway. By the time you guys see this, you won't be able to correct me if I'm wrong. So, I had some old alley piping on this, that was 2.5, from years ago, and I used frickin', I think I said this in the video already, it was a few days ago, I used T-bolt clamps and absolutely ruined it. So I just made all these out of round. So anyway, went ahead, cut this out. I'm just going to steal this, obviously grind all that back, and use this to weld into the other one. I did get another bung for the temp sensor, and I'll pretty much just copy how this is. So I'll clean this up now, cut a hole in the other one, and weld that in. Nothing too exciting. Still, I've spent so many days on this alley welding, it's insane, but it's good to learn. I'll probably cop a bit of flack for this, but I don't care. So reusing this. Still got plenty of material there to get a hose on and a hose clamp, so it's going to sit in here. Now I'm not making this hole exactly the same as this hole, and there's a reason for that. It's because I'm paranoid. I'm going to make the hole too big, and as I'm welding it, it'll just create a freaking big hole. And so anyway, I figured if I leave some material there, it's not going to be like match ported or whatever the frick you want to call it, but this to me isn't very important, because the airflow into here is only for reference for the idle system, I believe. So when you know this thing's under flat foot all the frickin' time, I don't think it's going to matter. And the last one wasn't welded, you know, that great. So I'm going to bop that there. I'm going to file this down a little bit more in the middle, so then I can have it sit perfect, and then once it's sitting perfect, weld it on. I don't know how I'm going to hold it there just yet. I'll probably like make this pipe flat and then sit it there and hold it with my hand, I guess. I don't know, it's going to be hard, because every time I've tacked something so far I've had to use filler rod. So I might film this one, might be funny. And then the other one's going to go in here, the air temp sensor. This is actually in between the cooler and the chassis rail. It's a bit of a prick to get to, but I don't want the cable getting in the way of anything really, because if I smash the oil cooler, you know, the crew knows to just quickly rip that out, chuck a joiner in so I don't have a cooler so I can get back out. So I don't want anything in the way to interfere with getting back out on track if we have a little bump or whatever. So just trying to make life easy, and it's taking a lot of time, but I'm enjoying it.